you're feeling burnt out. What now? I've been there. We all have. The sleepless nights, the stress, the feeling like you can't understand anything you're reading, the anxiety, the tears, the mood swings you never knew you were even capable of. Anxiety is a killer. It really is. It can turn a brilliant student into a total wreck. It's first important to recognize that you are stressed. Take a deep breath. Then ask yourself, why? Did you not follow your study plan well? Are you behind in your studies? Are you cramming? Did you not have a solid plan to begin with? Did something out of your control happen that caused you to feel this way? Take a break. Go for a walk. Get some vitamin D. Reconnect with people you haven't spoken to in a while. Make new friends if you don't have any. Exercise. Go outside of your study space. Don't go on your computer and listen to music in your study space. You need to get out of the mindset that you are in and physically get out of your study space. Change the scene. Give your beautiful brain that has helped you get this far a break. You deserve it more than you think you do, trust me. And it'll help you reset. 10 to 20 minutes of not studying is not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. It will help you, not hurt you. And don't think of studying at all while you are taking a break, because that's not a break. That's just you worrying about studying. When you go back to your studies, read pleasantly and with interest. Even if you're on a time crunch, you're like, I only have 1 day left to study before my exam. Take that break that you need. Trust me, you need it. And read pleasantly and with interest. You will absorb whatever it is that you absorb. The rest, there's not much that you can do about it. If something is too difficult to comprehend, stick a bookmark on it. Ask a friend if they could explain it to you. Or if you're on your own, try your best to understand it by breaking it down into little pieces or looking it up. And if it's still too much, skip it. Think about all that you already know. You know more than you think you know. Think about what you know rather than what you don't. Think about all the questions that you are going to get correct because of your experience and your knowledge, rather than all those that you are not going to get right. The same goes for when you're guessing on exams. Sometimes you just have to guess. We are human beings. We do not have all the knowledge in the world. Even if we study all the textbooks that we could possibly study, still something that we're going to forget, something that we're going to get wrong. So guess, say a little prayer if you need to, and move on to the next question. Come back to it if you feel like it and read it calmly with a fresh mind. Or what you could also do is talk to a counselor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist if you need to. Sometimes all that you need to learn about from a psychologist or a psychiatrist are general anxiety reducing techniques. Sometimes you need medications, and sometimes you just need a professional's opinion to get a better idea of how to fix the way that you are feeling and how things are. And that's okay. It will help you in the future with managing anxiety. You think things are bad right now. When you get into residency and become a doctor, there's a lot more that you have to deal with. Step 1 exam may be 7 hours long, but step 2 is 9 hours long. So it's not like things are gonna get any easier from here on out. They might, who knows? Everybody's life is different, everybody's path is different, everyone's way of managing anxiety and stress is different, but typically it only gets that much more challenging. You have to be up for the challenge. How? That's by being emotionally, mentally, physically, and psychologically stronger than you are right now. Don't get me wrong, the fact that you've made it this far just shows how strong and amazing you are. And if you think you're not, that's all right. Things happen. We make mistakes. None of us are perfect. But you can be a stronger version of yourself by getting the help that you need. And how do you get the help you need? By asking for it. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Take care of yourself, because there's only one you. There's more to life than just an exam. There's more to life than just school. I know, shocking, right? I forget that myself too sometimes. And I think it's because so many of us have spent so many years in school making our studies a priority that we forget that there's life outside of school. So take care of yourself. An exam is just an exam, but your life is much more important than a silly little exam that humans happen to put a lot of emphasis on. Don't let an exam or the result of an exam ruin your life, because there is life after that exam. And don't curse your luck either. I've noticed that when medical students get stressed, or in general if anyone gets stressed, they tend to blame the system, the exam, or having to know all this crap in a short amount of time, the way things are, and they blame everything. We blame everything. But complaining and blaming is not going to change anything. It will only fuel the stress that we feel because it makes us feel that we're trapped and forced to follow a less than ideal educational system and have no way out of it. And there might be some truth to that, but you can change this mindset. Instead of focusing on what you don't currently have the power to change, focus on what you do have power over. And that's your own actions and your own reaction to the situation. And we're so lucky to be in medical school. Not many people can say that they're in medical school. We are in the world's most respected profession that there is. It's a blessing, and I know it's not always easy to think this way, especially when you're stressed, but remind yourself and write it down on your wall if you need to, because we are lucky to be where we are. Life may not be perfect, but hey, we are blessed with what we have. That in and of itself is incredible. And remind yourself that life is a journey. It's not a destination. I've said this in other videos as well. You'll look back at this moment maybe 10 years from now, and you might even laugh. What was I so worried about? I messed up here and there, but look at me now, I'm a doctor. I'm at a better place than I was before. And I did it even though things were not as smooth as they could have been. And now I'm looking back at these silly little things that I thought would break me. I laugh at my cute, young, naive self. So don't harp over what you've done wrong. There's no point in crying over spilled milk or worrying, because worrying doesn't change the past. It only makes our present and our future miserable. So stop worrying. Easier said than done, I know, but try your best. Look ahead and ask yourself, what can I do now? Not, oh, I should have done X, Y, Z, because you can only move forwards. You can't move backwards. So think about what you need to do now. And remember, if you are too stressed or too anxious, ask for help. Take a break. It's well deserved. And if you need it, you need it. That's all right. We all need a break, especially when we are the most stressed. Because when you're really stressed, it's hard to focus on anything except what you're stressed out about usually. So take that break, ask for help. You got this. Keep moving forward. Believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, believe in God. And if you don't believe in God, believe in the universe to give you the strength that you need to carry on. Because you can do this. You've made it this far. You got this.